Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the City Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Tony and I'm here with
Roman.
and
Your boy Eric.
Hate that boy.
all you fucking cunts. How your books been? Yeah, that sounded right. Yeah.
That sounded awful, but
Yeah.
you fucking
At least I'm
slag.
trying, motherfucker. At least I'm trying.
Boy, you fucking slag.
I don't know what a slag is.
It means like a slut.
Isn't it a sloop?
It's a slagathor.
So many slagathor. You got me for the final time. So many words out there. So many words. So what you motherfuckers been up to? Other than working. Don't say working.
Slapping dick and taking chicks.
It's just. I got fucking nothing.
If you had nothing interesting, just say nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at
You
all.
sexy Flanders.
I've been painting a lot and watching a lot of Simpsons.
Sounds like work.
Yeah, sounds like work.
I mean, it's a side hustle.
You made hobby into a
But
job.
but you said specifically work. This is a side hustle. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't technically work.
Are you getting paid for it?
In the
I
everlasting.
am, but it's under the table. You know what I mean?
in the
It ain't getting reported, motherfucker.
IRS, you hear nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Yeah, just distracting with Simpsons quotes. Bonjour.
Can't
You
sleep, the
cheese
clown will
eating
eat
surrender monkey.
Can't sleep, the clown will eat me.
Surrender monkey.
I got Eric. That triggered something in his brain.
Linguo dead.
It's the Simpsons.
Surrender monkey.
You gotta love them. You
It's
don't love them, you're not American.
it's true. If you didn't like season
Nice.
what? Not even 9. Like maybe season 3 all the way to 10 maybe. Like I consider you not a friend.
Kill yourself.
Yeah,
Well. You
'Cause-
consider a lot of people not a friend.
that's fine.
They're acquaintances,
no,
or maybe people you know.
in the famous words of who's a random anime character? Goemon. No new friends. No new friends. No
I don't know
new.
who Goemon is. Sounds like
He's
someone from Digimon.
nah. He's the swordsman from Lupin.
I think it's pronounced
Nigga,
Gilmon.
of all the fucking
Whatever.
anime you had to put out there, you gotta go
Dude,
to
say what
Lupin.
you will, but the
Because
videos
Lupin's
that
badass.
The videos that they have for that samurai, he is a fucking killer.
I seen some trailers for Lupin. I was like, damn, this actually looks good. And then I press play and be like, nah, never mind.
Is it the same one? Was it like the samurai going against his big white dude with the axe?
Mm-hmm.
That's Gilmon. The samurai is Gilmon.
I think you just want to watch that movie they made with him. But anyways,
Yeah.
nerd talk. You know what I've been noticing lately? Fucking a lot of violence.
Cucks.
And cops. And cops.
Okay, violence and cops.
Yeah, like our neighborhood has been on 11. You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's been at 11 for the last 2 weeks. It's fucking been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them it's because they're trying to make the neighborhood, gentrify, nicer and shit. So they're trying to make the bad people go away.
But
that always brings violence up back. Is that what happens when you gentrify something? The violence reaches an ultimate high before it just peace comes.
maybe when the people are resisting it, but I don't know what do you consider as gentrification in the neighborhood?
I don't know, new stores, less of the ghetto stuff. You know,
Oh,
you know the ghetto.
But, yeah, but what are the new stuff? What's the new stuff you're talking about?
They open new car part stores down the street. They're fixing all that. Mm-hmm. That's another thing when I say gentrify, they're fixing the land stuff. Mm-hmm. We're getting the streets better, we're getting sidewalks better. They're fixing all the crap that you're like, oh man, I bet you this place would look really pretty. They just tied it up a little bit city wise. Mm-hmm. Now they're doing it. They're closing down the bum houses. Mm-hmm. I was surprised that for the longest time, going down my street there was a business store that for the longest time tried to be a business. It was everything. It was a snack shop. It was a little flea market. Mm-hmm. It was a house to rent.
You're talking about the one that's by the
burned
apartment?
down.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, right? Mm-hmm. It would try to be a business forever. Mm-hmm. And then it couldn't. Then the owner goes, oh, I'm gonna sell it. Mm-hmm. And others, because my grandma asked to see if we could start a business there. She went to ask how much they wanted. it was really expensive for the land they were providing.
Yeah.
Let alone it was very unsafe with all the bums and shit.
And then the bums happened, and the hobos happened, and it was just a bad fucking place. And I guess the city bought it because suddenly it just said city owned, and the next couple of days it went up on fire, and now they cleared the whole area. Now it's like just an empty lot, and it looks like they're trying to make it look nice. They started working on the ghetto apartments next to it. So it just, little stuff like that. The new shops starting to pop out. Like the closer you get to downtown, you're starting to see how they're trying to squeeze the ghetto.
Oh well, that's that Disney money, baby. That Disney money's gonna come in.
Yeah, so I think that's like the definition.
Disney money?
Disney owns the world, dude. When they bought, what did they just recently buy?
Fox.
Bought Fox, right? And everything that Fox owns.
Well, the deal went through. It was always they had mentioned it months ago that they were already in talks, but there was nothing concrete until.
Everybody thought it was a secret talk. They already had said it.
Yeah.
When they bought Viacom a while back.
I don't even know.
All those MTV stations, they were all
well, they bought them a long time ago,
right?
though. Yeah, they bought them a long time ago. But
I remember people saying they're like, Disney's gonna own everything soon.
I mean, maybe I'm just not paying attention, all that much. But I don't really see like the gentrification creeping in, or maybe it's so slow that I'm not noticing it. But I always
maybe it already hit your neighborhood.
It's possible. It's possible.
The park right there to their house is getting nice and clean too.
I mean, that's good.
It's getting like the it's getting revitalized.
Renovations.
It's
getting revitalized.
It's getting retouched.
They sprayed the grass.
He tried his hardest though.
Yeah. Hey, A for effort. I'm not gonna fucking. They sprayed the grass with like fucking Red Bull, so it's giving it wings and shit.
They got that Roundup on it.
They went all Bob Ross and just started painting the grass.
Yeah.
Nice color.
Yeah, instead of all those fucking ugly brown spots.
Oh, but have you? When's the last time you made your way to downtown?
Making my way downtown, talking fast.
Like you passed the university.
Not very long ago. Like maybe in the last month or so. Yeah.
You didn't see all those hipster stores over there where the mall house used to be and all that.
Oh yeah, I did see that the malt house was gone and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, step one to gentrification, a Starbucks moves in here. So as soon as you see a Starbucks, like shit's gonna start changing.
Now you know we're making it.
Yeah.
Now we're in the middle of it.
Nothing can stop us. We're all the way up.
But I mean, I have no problem with it. I mean, as of right now, I don't, because when you do gentrify an area, when it does start getting like that, rents and things start going up. So, I mean,
but when you own your house, you're good.
Yeah. But that's the thing is, like, I don't know if I don't know if this side of town is ever really gonna get like it's shit to get all that much. You know what I mean? Like
for the last couple of years, our taxes have gone up, like property tax and all this bullshit. Almost shit.
Don't nobody pay their taxes?
It went up like a good 30%. So I know this because I help my mom.
Yeah.
With taxes, and I own a piece of land, so
yeah.
I seen it and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
More power to it. You see better stores. I mean, stuff we like. It
makes it safer for the children.
Makes it safer for the children. The pretty people are now walking the street.
It makes it unsafe for them, if you know what I'm saying.
You see all these white girls in bikes. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's not fair, though, because those white guys are like, they're deep into crack.
They're all crackheads. Because
I look at them, I'm looking at them from, as I'm driving away, I'm looking at them, driving towards them where their ass is facing away from me. And I'm like, oh, that looks real nice. Then you turn around, fucking sunburnt, leather face. I was like, ugh. And she can still get it, though.
She turns around, she gives you a smile with no teeth. Oh, like, crack.
That's A1 moneymaker right there.
That's A1 meth, baby.
Yeah.
I don't care how much of a banging body you might have, but you gotta have at least one tooth. One tooth.
Teeth are just a fucking lie anyways, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
No, but even our local fucking flea market, I started seeing, I dropped my grandma off the other day. I was like, oh man, they're starting to sell really nice stuff.
Who'd you steal this from?
No, but I guess if you're not paying attention, you don't notice it.
Yeah, and maybe that's just my problem. I'm just
you don't notice the dumb, like the little stuff, like the construction. I'm pretty sure you've seen like the posts and all that crap.
Yeah, I have seen those. Like those things are kind of fucking
I'm
out
pretty
of the
sure
way.
you notice how they're cleaning up the park next to you. It's like, oh, they're just cleaning it.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like I always assume it's being cleaned because like it's gonna be summertime soon, and that park does get a lot of like traffic during summertime, so I'm assuming that's what they're gearing up for. Really,
the seasons.
Yeah. Which speaking of seasons, what the fuck, right? It's supposed to be April. It's April basically, and we got a cold front. Which it's sort of that. What that means is that summer is gonna be fucking ridiculously hot.
Or global warming. We're just gonna have a cold now.
Well, no, that's what global warming is. It
melted the caps and
where do you think that cold air is going? It has to dissipate somewhere.
Yeah, and then when summer comes, it's gonna be fucking unbearable.
You think so?
Yes.
Global warming works.
No, you don't.
I don't think anybody really knows.
I thought it fucked with the climate so bad that you get climate that you used to not get.
No.
Day
after tomorrow, it started freezing like it was ice age in New York.
Well, that's like an apocalyptic fucking thing that happens.
It's not technically. They froze. I think everybody died. I don't know. Spoiler alert.
Not everybody died.
Maybe
they had like a library of like some people.
Spoiler alert. Don't see it.
Yes.
Texas has always been melting, so we get a little cold, a little freeze. It's okay.
But that's the thing is that we normally hit like 100.
They start on this time. We're like close 90s.
We usually hit like 100, right? That's not a big deal. Now we're gonna start into like the deadly hundreds, where like people, like where people, where like your fucking trash cans melting in the sun, like.
Dude, I don't know if it was
water
real.
It down.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was real.
You gotta water down your garbage. What kind of shit is that?
I don't know if it was real or just one of those videos they make, but I saw tires melt in people's shoes, like they were walking.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's in Dubai.
I was like, fuck, I would never want to be in that heat.
That's desert. That's desert. That's fucking the Middle East.
Where you had to be in multi-layer clothes because the sun burned so hot that you like, oh man, I wish I sweat so I could just cool down.
That's what could be coming. You know what I mean? But
I'm okay with Eric's thing where we freeze.
Nah.
That'd be alright.
I want a cold death.
I mean, it's fucking.
It's like you go to sleep and you just never wake up.
Never mind. I want a hot death.
No, either way, it's terrible for you.
I just want to die.
Well, yeah, we can arrange that.
But apart from the nice stuff happening around here, I seen shit of cops, shit of fucking like ghetto fights. I seen helicopters really low. I've never seen a helicopter so low. Like you could tell,
the guy's eating a sandwich while he's fucking driving the plane.
Like you look up,
eating his donut in his cup.
Exactly.
You look up, you're like, oh, it's a helicopter. Last time it was so low, I was like, oh, it's a police helicopter. The shining fucking spotlight. I was like, damn, that didn't happen like 4 times in the last 2 weeks. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
I started hearing a lot more gunshots and shit. I was like, they're pushing them in closer. They're gonna just ball them up and be like,
that's right.
It's gonna pop and like, no more bad guys on this side of town.
It's like those battle royale games. The fucking circle's getting smaller.
Yeah.
All the true crime's gonna be in one central spot.
Who's gonna be the apex gangbanger?
And so you're gonna have bags of guns and drugs just thrown in the street.
No, it's just gonna be like condensed into like a block of like real hardcore crime, and it's gonna come with flamethrowers.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? That cartoon I saw a while back, the Japanese one.
Which one?
The one I told you about the DMC or the I think it's called Motherfuckers.
Yeah, the Motherfuckers.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. It's pretty much like Los Angeles, and they're in a place called the DMC, which is the Dark Meat City. DMC, Dark Meat City, and that place is a shithole. It's like downtown Los Angeles shithole.
You're talking about like the Skid Row, the Skid Row.
Yeah. You think like Los Angeles is that bad?
Yes.
Like it's like you can't walk like with a certain color down the street because you get fucked up.
Yes. And the thing is like, and they talk about it. I heard was Adam Carolla talk about it that like in Skid Row it's now like progressed to a point in which like typhoid has come back, like the typhoid disease. So like, which comes from like.
But
Like,
isn't there a vaccine for that?
no, like, well, sort of. It's something that can be like taken care of, but it's just something that we haven't seen in a like fucking years. And the thing is that it's
about like pox and shit too.
Yeah, like all those things are coming back. Oh, another cool another cool thing in quotes that happens. That I heard from fucking, of course, Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
Where he had
And that guy knows how to podcast, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Good
like,
guess, and he has.
It's because he's got that good weed.
That's true. That's true.
He has intelligent rebuttals and shit.
But he was talking to a guy, and I can't remember his name, but he was basically talking about like diseases and all this kind of stuff, and he was saying that like people are not thinking about global warming. Like, you're not thinking about this climate change shit. There's a lot of diseases from way back when that are still here. They're kept under ice. As soon as that ice melts, like, everything's dead. Like the Spanish flu, which killed like a third of the population of Europe at one point.
Was that before antibiotics?
Oh, way before, yeah, for sure.
Right.
But like the thing is, like, it's still there. And it can possibly come back if global warming isn't like reversed and like shit like that.
Come back like a super germ though.
Oh, for sure. Because here's the thing: is our bodies do not know, because we're so separated from it. We don't know how to deal with that level of a disease. So it's gonna be like mass death. Like, people are just gonna die. Like, no fucking warning, and it's gonna be contagious.
Fuck, that turned ugly real fast.
That's the thing. That's the point. Like, you gotta start thinking about this kind of shit.
Yeah,
like,
I'm alright with that.
This kind of stuff like could happen, and that's the thing. Is like,
is happening, because there's a lot of ignorance there with the anti-vaxxers also. That I mean, yeah, we have some immunity, so it's a strain of flu, and it could hit us harder than it did back then. But at least the body should have evolved a little bit with the vaccines to help you kind of like, it probably won't be like instant, but it'll be like, it's going to show symptoms of a certain flu, but then just progressively get worse, maybe at a accelerated rate.
And I'm sure, like,
we're talking on this subject, we're with the anti-vaxxers and shit. Let's get real dark and shit. I hate the people that fucking go like, oh, you should get your kids vaccinated and shit. Like, they start throwing out all this knowledge at people. And I was gotten to a point where, like, why? Why tell these people they're not going to change their mind, right? It's like natural selection, dude. We already have overpopulated as it is. Let them get weed out little by little, because, I mean, they're stupid.
But the thing is that...
I mean, the information's already out there, right?
Yes, but that's not the problem.
What's the problem?
The problem is that those kids that are not vaccinated get in contact with other kids that may not have the vaccine as well, or yet, you know what I mean, that they're like younger and shit.
Schools and playgrounds for only vaccinated people.
I mean, that's...
So you're talking about segregation?
Yeah, that's just segregation at a certain point.
I mean,
but
everything's a circular type of motion. With,
they say everything comes back, but...
No, but I mean, I hate those stupid people that all this knowledge is out there, and then they still choose to be like,
the willfully God damn, I'm getting Tony disease here. The willfully
part of the flu.
the willfully ignorant. Like, there's just people that just will not change their stance no matter what information is thrown at them. So I at a certain point I agree with you, but the other part of that is that there's these kids that'll get in contact with others and they could possibly get sick.
It sucks because these kids don't have a fucking choice.
No,
if their mom says, you know what, they're not getting the vaccine.
I honestly think it's child abuse. Like,
you don't get a choice until they're like 18.
I believe that.
Because the thing is that as a parent you have to do what's best for your kid. Right?
Not what you think is
not
best,
what you think is
been proven best.
Yes. And the thing is, you have multiple sources, multiple doctors, everything telling you
people,
exactly
proven facts, data, reports.
Yeah,
everything.
but you want to believe some fucking dumb slut that was famous for 15 minutes and you want to believe her side of the story, and then okay, go, I'll run with her.
Or someone that follows someone that's too spiritual, and that's when they get those fucking rocks and shit.
That could be a problem as well.
I'm spiritual and
Yeah,
all, and
that can be. That is a problem. Like, religion's a problem.
To a point. I mean,
yes and no, because I understand both sides. Like, I understand the sides that, like, religion's a terrible thing. It shouldn't, like, organized religion should not be anything. But then there's the other part of, like, there are some people that genuinely get something out of it.
Now, that whole belief and will to
not even like belief, like just like
I've seen stories.
They have a sense of belonging to a community.
True, but
you know what I mean?
I've seen those stories.
Like I understand that.
Yeah, but I feel like you can get that sense of community with other stuff. It's just with everything. There's haters on anything, really.
I mean, you hear some stories like the fucking
furries.
The old gangsters and shit that found God and they changed their ways and shit like that, or where the sick people kind of will themselves to become better and make it out to the doctors and shit like that, and they're like, oh, because God gave me the strength and crap like that. I don't mean crap like that because I am religious.
Yeah.
To a point, it's just when it becomes hardcore, where it's like, okay, just because God does this and that, you can't do this and that.
Although, funny story.
It's cool. It should be a mix of both. It should be 50-50. You should find your spirituality. Find your religion, whatever.
Even though I find a lot of people that say, God bless every time, they do something, or when you ask those homeless people something. I got told today by a customer, he's like, Jesus loves you, right? And I was like, you know what? Something actually hit me in the chest, and I was like, yeah, man, you know what? I kind of needed to hear that. That sounds cool. I was like, thank you. And I was like, all right. Still freaky. It threw me off because it just happened out of nowhere. Cause I was helping it out. And I guess he saw like I had like a shit face because my stomach hurt. And I was just like, but he goes out of nowhere. He's like, hey, brother, man, Jesus loves you. You know that, right? And I was like, yeah, thanks. And I was just... It kind of brightened my mood just a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though deep down I know there's like, there probably isn't one. And
the thing is,
it's a construct that people built. But either way, it feels nice to at least being told, by some stranger for no good reason. It's like, hey, somebody loves you. And you're like, okay, I know my Tío Jesus likes me.
My dad always said, hey, you never know. Because my mom is one of those, a little hardcore religious person. Used to be. She calmed down a little.
Too heavy.
Right? She does her religious everything. And holidays and stuff like that. My dad was just one of those kind of believers. He's like, okay, I'll do my part, but I'm not going to let it control me. You don't have to do shit. Like, the whole... give up stuff for Lent, or don't eat meat on Fridays. And my dad's like, why? Why are you going to starve if you can't, on Fridays, if you can't go buy, like, non-meat stuff when you have meat in your fridge? Why are you going to starve for that?
Yeah.
And one day he's told me, he's like, all right, it's cool to have your faith, but you're not going to hurt yourself for the religious cause. Because, at the end of the day, the church ain't going to come in.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna come and feed you and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure if you ask. But in the general things, like, they're not gonna come and fix the stuff you did wrong for the religious things. It's cool to find your faith and stuff like that. But half of this stuff is shit that got lost in translation through the years. I was like, as long as you find good and just find that calm, that peace, that's cool. But don't go hardcore on it.
I think his thing was just, don't be a shit person.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
He was just like, you know the difference between right and good and bad. You don't have to believe that, oh, Jesus wants me to do good. No. You know what's good. You just do it.
Yeah.
Don't ask for nothing in return. And,
sometimes I think he took us to those nice churches just
to
travel.
He felt like more like a karma thing.
Yeah.
And I seen him talk to plenty of like Jehovah's Witnesses and people that came from church that go door to door talking about the Bible and shit.
I used to love seeing that shit.
He'd sit down and he'd talk to them and be like, yeah. And they joke around about some other shit and he could always twist it from a religious thing to just telling stories about whatever. And I was just like, "Hey, Dad, you know me?" He's like, "No, fuck no."
And
he get a Bible,
he's
but
like, no.
But he is like, "No, it's cool. It's like I got my Bible and I believe in my God." You know, it's kind of the same thing, but he's like,
he used to read his Bible, and he used to actually have talks. And when they came down to the people that knew religion, he's like, you know, in this verse and this and that. But
he had a friend. He has a good friend of the family that was really, 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 really religious, and the kind of person that is like, you know, the stuff in your house is not okay with God. You should get rid of it. He's a really good guy, and he was there for my dad, especially when he got sick. That helped him out a lot. And, I guess my dad needed that too, so they were pretty cool.
Oh man, I remember when you pissed off a Jehovah's Witness. He was like, he turned the words against him. He's like, "Sir, that's not very Christian." He was like, "Well, I'm a Catholic. Thank you. Go away." I was like, "Oh fuck." All you hear is like, "Oh, Catholics," and they just walked away. I was like, Dad, what you do? Is like, I just told her the fucking truth. And I was like, good shit, Dad. Good shit. But, so you're telling me that all these diseases and shit are coming...
They have a possibility of coming back, yes. Oh, and the thing is that...
That's kind of fucking scary, dude.
Oh, very much so. Like, if you're not scared by that, I don't know if you're human.
I mean,
but
is it something to really be scared about? I would just think...
I mean, but you can't see that shit.
It's okay.
Like
You know what that is? That is non-biased death.
Like
not violent. Well, maybe violent, like in the way.
Like violence, I understand.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what Thanos fucking achieved. You know what I'm saying?
That's not that. No. That's not that at all.
No. But think of it this way: the world's worried about the people are worried about the world overheating. The world's like, hey, you know what? It's getting too hot. I think I gotta shave off some of this thing. And that's what it is. It's the world's way of saying, you know what killed a lot of people? The Black Plague. Let's bring that back. Boom, fuck these people.
I gotta get these fucking fleas off me.
Yeah, exactly. It's the world trying to heal itself.
People are always afraid of, the fucking terrorists or the gangs or, general physical violence. But you can see that coming. If you pay attention enough, you're gonna see shit coming at you.
You can understand humanity, but you can't,
fucking
understand nature.
But germs, oh man, you can't fucking see that.
Yeah.
You think, oh man, I just have like a random code that evolves and suddenly boom, you're in the hospital. Ooh,
or boom, you dead. You wake up dead.
How are you gonna wake up dead?
or this new species of fucking insect bites you. And you're like, oh, it's just a regular fucking bite, and it just evolves. I did the mistake of Googling spider bites, and it got to a point where I saw a spider just fucking. It made a bacteria that eats skin.
Yep.
And it just fucking riddled this dude's hand away, and I was like,
Yeah, a lot of those poisonuses, a lot of their poisons are like they cause paralysis.
Venom?
Well, I mean, it's just
venom, right? I know there's a difference.
I honestly, I don't think there is.
I think if you eat it and you die, it's poison.
Anyways,
I forgot. There's a rule to it.
All right, fair enough.
Ingesting, like if it's one thing, it's poisonous. If another thing, it's venom.
Okay, fair enough. I'll refer to you on that. I'll defer to you on that.
Because we were doing some yard work and I saw some big spiders. Like, I wonder what spiders do to you. Because
Oh, they fuck you up.
Oh, some of them do. Yeah,
I got bit by a spider on the foot on the way back from a tournament. That shit hurt.
Because we saw baby snakes and I was like, oh, they're just garden snakes. Do much. I'm not afraid of snakks. Like the big snakes the big snakes once they bite you.
Especially trouser snakes.
There's two things. You either see the snake coming at you, and you're like, okay, this is the snake. God damn it, guys.
You see it coming at you, and your mouth waters a little bit.
But you lick your lips, getting ready for that snake.
But fucking shit like spiders, bees, and everything in the air, you don't see that coming usually.
I mean, you can see a bee.
And so they bite you and you smack them, and you're like, what the fuck was that?
A bee's more like a sting.
And then your fucking hands all throbbing and swollen.
I mean,
I said this because last time we were smoking outside and I saw a moth that I had never seen. I was like,
that was no moth, that was a roach moth.
I was like, I ain't fuck with that. I came inside. I was like, fuck you, nature. You ain't gonna get me today. Yeah. You're not getting me today, nature. And
actually, he ran inside.
I didn't run. Come on.
He did his version of running.
I finished my cigar, then came inside.
He didn't finish the cigar. He left it
I don't
behind.
believe that shit at all.
Yeah,
But,
he's like, no, fuck this, because he heard that bitch was big enough that he hit the tart, and it made like a sound, like a fucking bah sound to the tart.
And it didn't go
Sound
down.
like a fucking backfire of it.
It didn't go
It
down.
sounded weird. That fucker was dumb and he was a brute.
Usually when insects hit like a wall or something and they make that sound, they kind of fall down and you step on them. This motherfucker made that sound and just like kept flying. He's like, did nothing dazed or nothing.
He
like,
hit it, then he fell just a little bit. He's like, oh, no, I got it. Boom.
He's like, who started giving steroids to fucking insects? I'm out. But not like I said, we're doing some yard work and shit. I was like, oh, that's a pretty decent big spider. I was
He
like,
got scared. He was like,
like,
nah, I'm done. You cut
Oh,
over here.
speaking of that,
so I started putting poison around my house because, hey, fuck that. I got nieces and nephews that go outside. Yeah, nieces and nephews, motherfuckers. I ain't doing it for me. I ain't scared.
Yeah,
But,
totally
gotta take care of the family.
there's speaking of like weird insects, there's like I think it's, I don't know exactly what it's called, but they just call it a blood bee.
A blood bee?
And what it does is, instead of like gathering the nectar from plants and stuff, it actually gathers blood from like just carcasses that are just laying around,
Like a tick?
No. These are bees. Like
I don't know, but it does like a tick where it sucks blood. And
and it sucks blood, and what it does is it regurgitates it. Like what a bee would do. It usually just
it spits back
it
out.
spits out the nectar. Well, it does that with blood, and they make they make blood honey.
What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
That's how zombies get created.
Oh, I'm sure it's not safe for consumption at all.
And there's
but
it's
something.
one hippie out motherfucker's like, oh, the bee did it. We just try it. First fucking zombie, and then we're fighting to save our lives from zombies.
There's also like that disease that causes zombies to get all fucked up.
I sometimes freak myself out watching those dogs and that fucking. Did you see that deer? That
That zombie deer.
That is not normal.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
damn.
us fucking with shit we're not supposed to be fucking with.
I don't know if it's necessarily that.
Dude,
it just
that has to be something like the Chernobyl. Chernobyl's dogs. That's us fucking with something.
That was a radioactive accident.
I mean, we didn't necessarily fuck with it.
It just happened.
There was a fucking
meltdown.
there was a.
They had the elephant's foot that you can recall on that I talked about it back in like a couple episodes back. But yeah, that thing's full radiation.
And I think the deer came out of fucking some science lab.
See, you're freaking out because it's barely coming it's coming out on bigger animals. There's plenty of parasites that do that with the ants.
That's what I say. That's the real scary shit. The shit you can't see.
Oh yeah,
but
like
it's
that.
Not, it's not like something that humans are fucking with. It's just, well, maybe they're fucking with it, but it already exists. It's just hitting bigger animals.
Sure, it already exists, but some fucking dumb human is like, let's see what we could do with this. It looks pretty fucking cool, or it could be a new fucking medicine or drug or whatever.
You know what? They could probably
they
use
fuck with it, and they have to test it on animals first.
You know what they could do? They're probably using it to like maybe numb pain for people that are like have like super sciatic fucking.
That's how you make the breakout monkey, and that's how we all have died.
Probably,
Yeah.
but you know what? It has to happen.
It has to happen. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
I side with Thanos.
But that's the
You're part
thing
of
is
the
like.
clique?
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, like, there was nothing with Thanos. It was literally a snap, and just the half of the universe is gone.
That's why they said it was mercy.
No. Yeah, exactly. What we're talking about is not that. It's people that are in constant pain and just end up just dying, and you have these people just like on the floor, like you just have them like rotting on the
And you know
on the
what
ground.
that's called? It's called a hard lesson. People have to learn.
No,
People don't learn from like just mercy.
Mm-hmm.
People learn from years of fucking, or months or whatever
Mm-hmm.
of violence and fucking. They don't get, they either get used to it or they learn from it. Like World Wars, what did we learn from that? Fucking America's number one, right?
That's right, back to back
There
World
you
War
go.
champs.
Fucking Black Plague, what do we do? Kill rats? Fine. Maybe have things a little bit cleaner.
Is that what happened? The rats?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
it was
the-
sprayed by the bubonic plague was spread by rats.
So
Yeah.
Peter Piper came in. And
Well,
just
it was
cleared
spread
them.
by fleas that transfer to rats, that transfer
Yeah.
to our drinking water, and things
Like,
like
it started
People
that.
with
are fucking
some fucking
dirty.
insect. God damn it.
And that's the thing with getting back to typhus in Skid Row is that it's contracted by fleas, and those fleas are jumping on
Humans.
on the homeless people that are out there, and
You know how you kill fleas? By taking regular showers.
Dawn soap is a very good way to
I'm
do it.
surprised how good Dawn is for everything.
Dawn.
Yeah,
It's a
fucking-
miracle
And
thing.
that's why it's a little bit more expensive. But hey,
That's-
man, it's
that's-
some shit you're supposed to pay
That's
for.
why it has the dove painted on it.
That's right.
That's what I always
Religious
said,
symbol.
man. Shit that you're supposed to clean with, buy the good stuff. Like
For
bleach,
sure.
detergent,
Vinegar.
Yeah,
and all that.
by name brand.
I never go fucking. I try not to go cheap. I mean, sometimes it gets hard to fucking do, but when I can, gotta get that name brand shit because man, it does wonders. You have to be clean. You have to,
You get watered down solutions. You
Yeah.
want. You don't want watered down solutions. You want
because then you get
proper
watered down.
solutions.
you,
That's right.
get, you get watered down answers, and that's not good.
No.
that leads to death.
But I think I'd rather have that fucking instant death
Mm-hmm.
than the slow death.
Nope.
If there's a way to get the Thanos, clap or the fucking Thanos flick, snap. I'd rather have that than
I wonder what the Thanos flick would be. It's like he's just flicking his wrist like.
Look at
fucking
the flick of the
Beyonce,
wrist.
yeah.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
I don't know if I told.
He's
I,
all-
know I told. I don't know if I told Roman. I told Eric. I was watching.
Can you imagine if Thanos fucks up and he starts listening to the Addams Family song? Shit, that's one. That's fucking 3/4 of the.
What happens if each time he snaps, it's in and out. He's like,
Really?
oh shit, they're back. Oh shit, we're gone. It's like he's just fucking there, just jamming.
People are just like half ash.
No, I was telling Eric that I watched the new Clint Eastwood movie,
The Mule.
The Mule. I was like, dude, I am super sad watching this. He's like, why? You could fucking tell how old Clint Eastwood is. Like when he walks and talks and moves. I was like, that just from
That's
being
just great acting.
No, but like from watching him be this great like Western action hero to fucking just looks like he needed help. I was like, oh man, he should have stopped acting. What was the one with the car?
Gran Torino.
That should have been his last film. I would understand it. That movie was great. The Mule was,
I heard. Oh, I didn't get to finish watching it. So far, it was really good.
but
Like,
I was like, oh man.
It drove me in. Like I wanted to finish seeing it,
Just
but also very lazy. And I paused it, and the thing I watch it on kind of reverted back to the beginning. I was like, "No, I'm good. I'll try and watch it later."
But yeah, dude, there's a point I was like, man, I don't want to be old. I don't want fucking people to help me and shit. Just him made me think about my own mortality. I was like,
How? That guy was living his own thing. He was making stacks.
no, you gotta finish watching it.
Oh, okay, probably.
But yeah,
Spoiler alert! I think he dies.
I think I want to reach like 75. If 75, I can't fucking like shower my own self. I'm gonna find a way to take myself out.
Go to Canada.
Go to Canada.
I mean,
They have
that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
I don't know. Would you want to be like really old?
I don't know. I don't think
Where
I'm
people
gonna.
take care of it. I know my brother's like, fucking. The more bitches that baby me down, the better.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I told my mom and my grandma last time we were watching my little nephew, and I was like, "Look at this motherfucker! Look at him just staring at me like
He has the
he's got
good
his
life.
whole world." I was like, "Fuck you, dog! You got people feeding you. All you gotta do is sleep, and then you get to get your ass cleaned by somebody else. You don't even have to worry about that. Fuck you!" And my mom and grandma are
You don't even have
laughing.
to
They're
take
like,
your own showers and do
my
it.
mom
for
and
you.
grandma are
That's
laughing. They're like,
like,
"What's wrong with you?" I was like, "I want that. I want to go to fucking work. I just want to fucking eat and fucking sleep. Fuck this kid." I got real fucking mad and they started laughing. And I was like, "Shit ain't funny. I'm gonna have someone wipe my ass when I'm fucking 80. And she's like, "All right, go for it. We'll probably be dead." I was like, "Good. That way I won't embarrass y'all." She's like,
And you're like, you're already embarrassing
and
her.
my grandma's like, "This guy's fucking crazy, but I like him. He speaks his mind."
I don't think I want that. What about your room?
Honestly, I don't think I'm even gonna get to that point, but
That's the kid of the sunshine.
just realistically,
Silver lining.
You're like fucking John's. Like I think I might reach 40, and that's it.
I mean, I would hope, but I mean, honestly, I the thing is, I don't necessarily think about that at all.
When he
It's
does,
just
it's called an anxiety attack.
no, not even. I don't get anxiety attacks about that.
No.
At least not that I know of.
Probably.
Like
No,
I'm not
I
like
didn't
thinking
get
about that. And all.
Maybe it triggers. I don't know. You don't know.
That's true, man. I don't
Anxiety's
know.
a subconscious thing
Like,
sometimes.
It's
watching
true.
like old people that want to get around and have to wait like on someone,
Mhm.
or I see people like in wheelchairs standing at the fucking bus stop waiting for their special bus,
Mhm.
and it's either cold or rain. They can't do anything because they need someone else's help. I was like, I don't want fucking that. Or when old people are so like out of it, they don't know where they are.
Mhm.
I don't want that either. I was like, nah. I want to get to the point where like, oh, okay, my body's starting to give out, and so is my mind.
Mhm.
I'm gonna find a way to take myself out
Mhm.
without, actual suicide, but
It's
do
called
something.
assisted suicide. Canada allows it.
Probably that. But watching these,
What's it called? I know there's a fucking name for it. It's something side. Filicide? No. That's
but
the one where you
watching
kill
these
kids.
like what I call great action heroes
Mhm.
look like they're fucking shaking as they walk. I'm like, I didn't want to see it. I didn't. It made me think. It doesn't give me anxieties, but it does make me think.
Mhm.
And I don't know about where you think. Where's your thoughts on that? I mean, you barely watch TV as it is.
Yeah, my thoughts on Clint Eastwood like doing that is just like, well, he wanted to do the movie.
But you don't think there's a point where you're supposed to call it quits though?
That is true. That's all. That's self-regulation.
Is it?
Yeah, like you don't. Especially with something like acting.
I mean, any job. Any job in general.
Any job, but let's take this example, like
Mm-hmm.
with Clint Eastwood. He has more money he can wipe his ass with. You know what I mean? He doesn't need that money, but he wanted to do that movie, so he did that movie. Like you shouldn't feel bad for him. He wants to do that, and a product of like just him being him is that he's just an older guy. He's gone through some health. I think he had a stroke at one point. So like, there's these things that happen to him, but he still wants to do these things. So
it's
I think maybe what you're thinking of is like you're
the way
all
I imagine him.
exactly all you're doing is just
But
projecting.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I think they should have stuff like Ozzy Osbourne.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see him in his last Ozzy Fest? He couldn't make it to the microphone on himself.
Because he hurt his foot.
And I was like, man, dude, you should have stopped a while
But
back.
but like, again, like that is not your choice.
Oh, no,
like,
it's not my choice.
yeah.
It's my opinion.
Yeah.
And my thoughts on it is like, oh man, I like Ozzy when he was like fucking, catching bats.
Then
See, the
just
problem is
think
you
about
feel,
that.
You feel pity and you also reminisce too much. You don't enjoy
would
what's
you
on
want to
there.
see like an old Ozman singing?
Yeah.
You think you would enjoy it as much as like when you were young and he was like not in his heyday, but like you could see the music kind of moving.
Let's put it this way: I'm not a super huge fan of Ozzie Solo.
Anybody.
But
any
if I could see him like fucking
Like
the
you see
Sabbath
fucking-
days,
yeah.
hell yeah, I'd see that.
Well, like you see Sabbath, but they're all in their 80s.
I mean, I don't know if I would.
Would you enjoy it as much as like them like jamming out with the audience, or them just like barely trying to keep up?
See, nah, that's not fair because I'm telling you, you think Clint Eastwood looks like that, but he was portraying that type of type
You
of character.
that was the role? And
Yes,
that's
exactly. That's how good he is. Yes.
You don't think he's shaking and walking slow?
No, not at all. Because I've seen
Well,
some tabloids and shit. That dude fucking jogs every fucking morning.
Isn't that part of the kind of the storyline?
Yeah.
No,
Like
the story is just an old dude.
Well, no, here's
yeah,
the thing.
but he's
it's
like
an older dude, but it's an old dude that all he's done is work as a well, I'm gonna say botanist, because he used to plant
So
flowers.
You think
and
he just did a
grow 'em.
great job?
He did a great job portraying
and
someone as
it
old.
told me that he's so old that he should
What
It's
what he
possible.
portrayed
It's
is
just,
he
you know,
brought out
he's
the
one of those-
emotion that you needed to
He's one
to
of those
feel the
private
sympathy.
guys. You don't see him on TMZ or.
I'm
fucking
telling you, that
YouTube
dude
and
works
shit.
out. He's in really good shape for
think
being
so?
an older gentleman. Yeah.
Ah, fuck. I know that. Actually, that makes me think maybe I fucked. Maybe he was doing such a good role.
The thing is, Tony, you base a lot of stuff on just what you see from like their because
you
perceive everything through
I'm
your
like,
eyes.
No.
The cable guy, the Jim Carrey. Was his name Larry in the movie?
Harry.
Right?
I don't.
When's the last time you saw the Cable Man?
Fucking never. I saw like
You
parts
never
of it.
saw the Cable?
I've seen parts of it. I
Oh,
never
I was
wanted
like,
to see it.
damn.
To be honest with you,
I think it was Larry, but it's called him Steve. He called himself Steve.
I think I'm just that movies just do a lot for me. Well, general entertainment.
I think you see. I think you watch your entertainment and you think about that, but you don't go past that.
I think that's what movies are supposed to do, though.
Yeah, yes, but like you're saying, like, oh, he looks fucking old in this,
Well, I mean,
and instead of like maybe watching an interview that he did about the film,
I see
that
him
would
in
give you
interviews
some.
And he just looks old, and he just talks old. But you know how interviews are? There's just you in front of sitting. Can't really tell him like how he moves and walks. And
No, but you can.
you don't see like to extent. You just see like, oh yeah, he's old.
Yeah.
And he kind of fucking sounds like an old man.
Yeah, but like then you think about like how he's talking, like not necessarily like, oh, is he like enunciating
people,
everything,
like,
like
his age,
how sharp his mind is.
Like people in like his age don't do like much other than they don't have the Instagram, they don't have the Twitter, they don't fucking have the YouTube channel. You don't get to see the like day-to-day life they live. Even when he had a his wife and daughters, I think, had a E-channel show. You didn't see him. You like saw him in like one episode, and I was like, I don't like being in front of the camera for this.
Yeah, he probably just doesn't want to like. He's
So,
a more of a private dude.
So
Yeah.
I see him just in the movies, and I was like, is this what he has become? I was like, damn, kind of wish he would not become that, because it changes the image of him in my head. And Clint Eastwood is one of those dudes, you know.
It's one of those.
Those dudes that I grew up watching his movies.
It's a classic thing where you don't want to see your heroes get weaker.
And which I just saw the Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You never want to meet your heroes because there's always gonna disappoint you. I was like, oh man, I don't want to meet my hero because like he gives like a soft handshake or something. You're like,
Who is your hero?
oh, I have a lot of heroes.
This dude, all he has is idols.
I
He's an idolizer.
I love entertainment. I love actors.
Any and of all, music,
Okay,
whatever.
so you're going to hell.
Oh, probably.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
For
like,
being like
personal heroes.
if you're being in idolatry.
Like personal heroes, he gone. My dad, that motherfucker did so much.
and grandpas.
And grandpa's too. I have stories and memories and shit that motivates me to get my fat ass and do shit like lawn work and fucking go outside even though there's giant ass spiders and shit like that, right? There's the memories and shit that triggers me and be like, hey, stop being a lazy motherfucker and you could be better. Right? Those are
Rocky
the heroes.
Balboa.
But then I have people like Sylvester Stallone and shit, and their movies, their characters actually. It's characters.
Yeah, they're characters.
That you're like, fuck, I wish I could be more like them. Or they drive something in me.
Just like that speech for whatever.
Yeah,
I guess you're going.
the fucking Rocky speech. That I play, be like, okay, so fucking musicians and shit, they're like, oh man, their music's so cool, it just pumps you enough.
Animate characters.
Where you fucking drives you. Good stories, hell yeah, dude. None of that affects you, Roman, like at all.
I'm not saying it doesn't
Like,
affect me,
man,
but like
people say like fucking ex-presidents are their heroes, or I don't know, fucking.
But the
Firefighters.
the thing
or
is,
firefighters or policemen. And I was like, no, they're just, to me, they're just doing their job. But these characters that I grew up with, like that I know, that oh man, these are like extra heroes. They're in my head most of the time. Those are the people, the voices you kind of when you're going through shit. I was like, okay, even when like I'm down and shit, Like, I get like super depressed. I watch TV and I started watching the 9-9. I just fucking got up and started screaming the 9-9 at Eric, and it just shows kind of have that effect on people.
Mm-hmm. I wake up and be like 9-9.
Yeah, because that's how I wake him up, and it's cool because he answers like 9-9. I'm up. Yeah, it's just little shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like music. Like
makes me lose control.
No, remember when you were having that panic attack?
Mm-hmm.
I told you, are you a music dude or you're not?
Yeah.
So you said music kind of soothes me. Like, that's the kind of effect these people have.
To be fair, when you text me about that panic attack, I told you to look at nudes. I think that helped too.
It's possible.
But I don't know, man.
Nudes help.
I do. Mm-hmm. That's why I want to meet people like Jason Momoa and shit. I want to go to these conventions. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, it's a waste of money because you don't really get to meet them, and they put up an act and shit like that.
Tony's the epitome. Well,
I'm the epitome of fucking. These are the reasons they have conventions. I'm the reason they have conventions. Is like, I'm the person that want to go their ways. Like, here, take all my motherfucking money.
They're the ones that meet the actors or get to talk to the actors from, say from here to like the stage, and they're the ones that start breaking down like. You don't know how much your movies affected me.
Yeah.
And you're such an inspiration.
But it's because their movies trigger memories in my head. Mm-hmm. Music triggers memory in my head. Yeah. And it's just...
Which you would probably be mad if anybody told you that all your memories are lies.
Pretty much.
Not to say.
Pretty much. Factor them. But sometimes I can't separate the character from the actor. Because you can be like, wait, you're British? In the movie, in the fucking show, you're like an American. You're
Charlie Hunnam. You're actually one of those fucking wankers.
Yeah. What the? Mind blowing. You're like, no.
He tells you how's he doing love. And he's like, well, he told me love, so it's okay.
I could be that fat guy.
He loves me.
I'm gonna be that dude from Clerks where I throw up just because like you broke his world. I'll be like, oh no. Like Kevin Smith, dude. I would want to meet him and be like, dude, I would want to be just like extra one of his movies and be like, great with him. Fucking accomplishment. And everybody says you don't want to meet Kevin Smith because he's a fucking asshole, and you hear the stories Mark tells and shit like that. I was like, nah, there's no fucking way that he could be that different where what the persona he puts on the line to the person he is, backstage. I kind of want to meet him, but then you remember you don't want to meet your heroes and your idols because they'll disappoint you.
I just want to meet the actor just to get to say, hey, I met the actor.
Pretty much, yeah, bragging rights, but
I don't care how they really are. I'll be like, oh yeah, probably pieces of shit.
But then I would have to find people that care about bragging rights. So they'll be like, hey, Rome, I met someone. I don't give a fuck.
Well, you live with you hang out with the tough crowd of uncaring people.
I could tell my older brother and my sister, hey man, I fucking met them. So I tell them, hey dude, you know what? I fucking went to convention. I fucking talked to this. All right, and
although who's a really good person in life, fucking Craig Owen. That guy is a fucking angel.
I was supposed to meet him and I gave him my ticket to him.
And when I met him,
it was like a personal thing. It was someone's fucking like living room.
Yeah, and when I met him, he was cool with me. He got the cops off my ass and fucking gave me a wink as he drove away. And I was like, that guy.
Has my heart.
He has my heart. Brad Pitt has it. Like, Brad Pitt could get it. But Craig Owen could get it too.
I want that kind of story.
And you know what I have? I have that over John, and it's great. Every time he acts up, he starts being super bitch and whatnot. I'll be like, hey, did you ever get to meet Craig Owen? Because I still have the video where I did. He told me he likes my energy.
He took a minute to sing Happy Birthday to my sister.
Yeah.
And he recorded.
Really nice guy. Really nice guy.
It goes extra from just a meet and greet.
We took selfies.
And there's that thing where he has that story where this actor just, when that incident with the police, helped him and shit like that. That's the moments I look for. You're not going to get them, not all the time, maybe.
I also have the one where I meet the guys from the comic book guys, Ming Chen and the other ones. I offered them a drink to one who was a recovering alcoholic. That was my bad. And then I went to go buy cigarettes. I went on a drunk adventure buying cigarettes for their publicist.
Yeah, it's an adventure you have. I had shit with fucking Mudvayne. That's the reason I like Slipknot, Stone Sour, and Mudvayne so much. So I got to meet him backstage at the Sunken Garden. Not Sunken Garden, Sunset Station.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey man, do you know who threw that fucking shoe at me?" I was like, "I don't know, dude. I saw him. We had like a fucking 5 minute conversation. He signed one of my shirts. I was like, man, he's just a fucking cool dude." He's like, "Yeah." And he chucked the beer. So I was like, "Awesome."
Tony sounded like Riley was like, "I don't know who it was, but I can tell you it wasn't none of my people.
It was not my people.
We go watch the streets for you, Mr. Corey Taylor."
He's like, if I find out who threw that shoe, I'm getting him for you.
Yeah, when I see that guy, I'm gonna push my fingers and chew his eyes.
Yeah,
dude, that concert. That concert was still fucking badass. All you see the shoe and the bottle just come at him, just like, boom. It's like, oh no. And he stopped the concert. He's like, "All right, motherfucker, who did it?" And he kicks him out. I don't know if it was a dude who threw the shoe, but he kicked him out in the middle of the fucking concert.
Yeah,
cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just moments like that, Roman. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm
not shitting on those moments. Like the thing is, like, I'm not gonna shit on your fucking moment. Like, if you have those moments, awesome. I'm glad you have them. It's just I don't know how I would react, but it's probably not the same.
Did you have a moment like that with what was it, Claudio and a missing shoe?
Nah, he kept Claudio's empty fucking energy drink.
Oh yeah, that was no. that was John had drank the energy drink.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't with none of these guys.
Uh-huh.
I think it was the time you were hanging out with that short, chubby girl, and you went to go follow them on tour for like just a couple
like
cities.
three days.
And I remember you telling me you crossed the fence and lost the shoe or something to try to get to the tour bus.
No, you're confusing two different stories.
Well, probably.
At Warped Tour, the first one is Warped Tour. When I go to then see them, John he goes backstage. He gets an energy drink, gets him to sign it, but he drinks the energy drink. and he was like, "Here's this." And I was like, "What's this garbage? Like, why are you giving me a can?" And he's just like, no, it's signed by them. And I was like, "Why is it empty?" He's all, "I was thirsty." I was like, "You're fucking terrible.
Oh, he's a real piece of shit.
You're a terrible person."
I thought it would have been worse if the fucking Claudio drinks it. He's like, "You're good. Have this empty."
No, because Roman would have been super happy when fucking licked the fucking brim.
Not even that. I honestly wouldn't even know if I would have kept it. And I don't think I did.
You didn't keep the can?
I don't think so.
Damn.
And then he had it in his house. His mom's like, "Man, this nigga never cleans. Throw that away."
Yeah, probably. But the other time that you're thinking of is I was first in row at, I think it was the Houston show, and I'm right there up front, and then I just keep getting fucking smacked because everybody, of course, is just smashing, everybody up front.
Yeah,
and I was like, "God."
Up front, bro.
I remember to tell that to my nieces. They want to start going to concerts.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "We want to get in the front." You never want to be in the front.
Yeah, that's where you get fucked up. And that's the thing, is like, I was just getting fucked up, and I was like, "God damn it!" So I hop over the guardrail, and then go off to the side, go to the bar and get a drink. But in that process, my shoe fucking fell off, and I was like, "Well, I guess I fucking don't have a shoe." And then while I was in line after the show, everything cleared out, and I kind of just tried to look at the floor like, "What the fuck's a shoe?" And my shoes were all green. Like I took a China marker, and I just started fucking marking them all green.
Racist.
So that's what they're called. So I was doing that, and I was just waiting in line so I can get the graphic novel. Because they said, "Oh, we're gonna have this, graphic novel that wasn't in stores or whatever."
Memory Wars, right?
No, it was like, it's called the Good Apollo. It's
the graphic novel for the CD.
Specifically for the CD, because it uses that artwork. And I'm in line and I'm just waiting, and then some guy sees. I think I just have my shoe in my hand because I'm like, why am I gonna walk around with just one shoe? This is fucking stupid. So I just have my shoe and I'm just holding it. And he goes, "Yo, did you lose your shoe?" And I was like, "What gave it away?" The fact that I'm just have one shoe. And he's just like, "Yeah, dude, I think I saw that shoe outside." And I was like, "If you grab that shoe, you can cut in front of me in line." Like, I don't give a fuck about anybody in back of me, but I'll let you cut in line. He's just like, done. So he goes out, he grabs my shoe, and I'm just like, fuck yeah. I shake out the rocks. I get both my shoes on. I fucking give him the
bro high five.
The bro what's up. Give him a little slap on the back. Let him cut in front of me. And everything was good.
I thought it was like one of the dudes from the band found your shoe.
Oh, no, it was just
that would have been a way better story.
It was just a rando.
Story right there.
It is.
It was just a rando, and then after that, she wanted to try to meet them. So like everybody was lined
below them.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody was just lined up along the fence, and
trying to get to the tour bus.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least get pictures, views of them.
Yeah, which I got a couple of pictures with them.
I went with Mikey. Mikey likes doing that.
Mm-hmm.
With certain bands. I think we went to go see the Devil Wears Prada and stuff. Mm-hmm. And As I Lay Dying before they became his unfavorite band.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a little much waiting outside for the fucking tour bus. I usually try to get that VIP package.
You know what they say, Tony? The nail that sticks out the most gets noticed.
Oh, yes.
I have no idea what the hell that is.
Like
the nail that gets stick
I got you.
Like Ramstein, all this always paid for the extra just to meet them and greet them and get their stuff.
You're paid to say hello to me.
I guess.
Yeah,
which is okay. I'm not.
I love when fucking Ramstein is like, you talk English? She's like, a little bit. I was like, cool.
I met. I forgot who at the bar before they were playing, and you know how in the White Rabbit they used to have their concession stands and some.
Oh, I was with you. That was the Scary Kids.
I forgot who I met. Apparently, there was someone in the band. I was just like, hey,
it was a singer.
Was it?
Yeah, the guy that fucking died of an overdose.
Yeah, I met him. I was like, cool, man. And I was like, you want a beer? I don't remember if I bought a beer, but I was just like, hey.
No, I think he already had a beer. And he was just like, nah, I got one. And I was like, cool.
Yeah, and I was like, cool. And fucking Roman's like, you know, that's the singer of the Scary Kids. So I was like, oh, fuck, I should ask for an autograph.
Yeah, and I was like, but you see, that never crosses my mind. Like, let me get an autograph. The only reason... Yeah.
I think it seems a lot cooler on my end to them just to be like, oh, they're just any other fucking
Or
person.
be like, oh, I bet you they didn't know who I was.
Probably, but you know what? It's funny I think when you reach a level of fame, if you could just be invisible to certain people, they like that a lot more. Just lets them be whoever they want to, be a fucking normal person.
I always want to do that too. They only work for Mexican artists where we met them in like HEB. And we used to, my mom used to hear the radio station. They're like, they're over here. You want to go see if we can meet them? We did. Cool. We have all these pictures where we're young with all these Mexican artists. Yeah, and they're like, oh. But anyways,
I got to meet Selena's once.
I don't know exactly where we're going with this conversation. It went morbid real quick, got dark, and it went to celebrities.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even get to talk about one of the two stories that I had.
Hey.
What's the one of the stories?
There's one of them is about farting. And the other one is a woman that dies from an allergic reaction to bestiality.
How about we say those
wait,
for the next episode?
Wait, shut the fuck up. She's allergic to bestiality, like she's allergic to seeing it? Or she got
let me quickly go over the story because it's not a long story.
Please do so.
Again, this is again, this is an older story from 2011.
Hey man, you gotta fucking update your Reddit, homie.
Nah, I'm good. I'm cool with old news.
Shit that happened a while back.
This is from thejournal.ie.
Sounds like fake news.
Woman dies from allergic reaction to sex with dog.
Okay. All right.
I know I was allergic to dogs, so I fucked it.
Pretty much. A man has appeared before Limerick, which is funny because dirty Limerick. This sounds like a dirty Limerick. Limerick District Court charged with ordering an Alsatian? I have no idea what kind of dog that is. Alsatian. That's all I'm going to say. Whatever. Alsatian dog to have sex with a 43-year-old mother of 4 who died from an adverse allergic reaction to the intercourse. The Irish Sun reports that Sean McDonald, 57, is charged with buggery, contrary to Section 61 of the Offenses Against the Person Act of 1861, and is believed to be the first person in Ireland to be charged under the legislation. The Irish Daily Star adds that McDonald and the deceased woman had discussed the arrangement on a bestiality internet chat room, and that Gardaí are satisfied with the intercourse satisfied that the intercourse was consensual. The Alsatian dog has been kept in quarantine ever since the incident of 7 October 2008. It's from overseas. Patrick O'Connell wrote, "The woman fell ill around 7:30 p.m. That evening and was rushed to Midwestern Regional Hospital, where she died at 8 p.m. So 30 minutes she died. Test shows that she had died of anaphylaxis, a severe allergic reaction similar to that prompted by peanut allergies. The Sun's Daily Morning said McDonald could face a life sentence in prison if found guilty. I don't know if there's a follow-up to that, but
she said she would love the Scottish dog.
What drives someone to fucking fuck an animal, dude?
Curiosity.
That blows my fucking mind.
But yeah, she died because she fucked a thing.
She had penis allergy.
And that's fucking natural selection.
And then the other story I have is an Australian where farting is not considered bullying, which I'll save for next week.
It seems like.
But
you led with the good one, the bestiality.
Yeah, I blew my load on the bestiality.
if you guys want to fucking leave a comment on these weird shit we had to talk about this time, you can always join our social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search out Grimworks, or you could go down to youtube.com/Grimworks. Leave a comment there, like, we'll find people did this time. Or not, you can go the old school way. Tell them what the old school way is.
Yeah, if you want to send us an email, go ahead and send it to citypod88@gmail.com. Eric.
citypod88@gmail.com.
I'm pretty sure we got no emails, voicemails, or anything. I'm pretty sure
We have comments this time. So we're going to start off with the oldest, and it's Keeping It Rags with a Pro. Alright, so vacation was great. Sorry for the hiatus. Long live the City Podcast.
Hey, we ain't going anywhere.
It said it was not Tony's fault that I didn't leave a comment. He's the main reason I listen to the podcast. The people want more Tony.
Tony. See, fuck you, Roman. Tony. Fuck you, Roman. I had to do it twice. That's good.
That was a sad chat.
It was.
And he says, at 1903, did Eric make an Othello reference?
Probably. It's been a while.
He says,
with two backs.
He says, I am one, sir, that comes to tell you your daughter and the Moor are now making the beast with two backs.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
That's like Dumbledore and fucking Grindelwald.
I'm pretty sure he was quoting fucking Futurama, but whatever.
Yeah, the beast with a million backs or whatever the fuck. But
either way, it works.
Hey, you give Eric too much credit, man.
The beast with 5 backs. Who has the extra one? Fucking R.I.P. Mike.
R.I.P. Mike.
His next one is no sugar in my liquor, please.
Yeah.
Cardi B needs to go back to Hamilton Street.
Hell no.
Yeah, I hope she does jail time.
Have you seen that they're trying to put her in jail?
Yeah, fucking fingers crossed that happens.
I wanted to talk about that, but I'm pretty sure you guys don't care about it.
Yeah, not at all.
I mean, not like super care, but for what it is, it's showing that double standards are real. And
double standards have always been real.
Yeah, but nobody really likes to talk about them all the time. But yeah, she should go to jail.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'll pay a hefty fine.
Nah, jail. That way she doesn't make any more music. She wants her behind bars. She admitted it. I mean, it's not like bars is gonna stop anybody. SPM, fucking. He's the only one I can think of right now that was behind bars. Kanye West through the wire.
Yeah.
Those are bars on his teeth. Anyways, his last comment is watch Alabama Boss on YouTube for beer reviews.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that was keeping it regs with a
I
pro.
think that was more for you, since you like beer.
And then we have a pretty recent comment. It came in today from one Mark A. Martinez 081.
Oh, that scumbag.
Sometimes a woman gets mouthy and you just have to ignore her. Hopefully she learns this time. Hashtag, it's okay, Rosita.
That's right. Prune said it wasn't Tony's fault. Antonio agrees. Tony.
Okay, well
Tony,
that's
well, fuck you, Mark.
that's
Tony,
only one
fuck
of
you,
our
Roman.
friends
Tony,
that
Tony,
specifically said it wasn't your fault. He was just on vacation, right? It was one friend.
Tony.
There's still Clarissa, who
She's
as
busy being a mom.
but you don't know that for sure. She could have heard you and said, "Fuck you, I ain't fucking listening to this anymore."
All right.
Yeah.
Clarissa, if you are listening still, if you have given us a second chance,
Fuck
let
your
us
life.
know in the comment. Let us know in the comment if you haven't commented because of me or just because you're busy and life gets in the way. But from right now, Tony, fuck you,
To
Roman.
be fair, it was brought up to me
Tony, fuck
by
you, Mark.
Prune saying that I pick on Tony way too much, and that Rosita movement has gone out of hand.
Oh, fuck.
So,
It got to who?
I will try for at least this week to see how it goes. And
Oh,
not
no,
make fun of
that's
Tony
already
anymore.
out there. Random fucking people be like, hey, Rosita was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know, but apparently I'm the catalyst for the fucking thing, so
For sure.
I am not gonna refer to him as Rosita
I don't think you
anymore.
could bring back the catalyst. Once it's out there, it's out there.
Oh, that's a catalyst.
No, because other people be like, that's Rosita. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but if I,
You can't stop it. You can't unclaim something.
I'm pretty
you've
sure I
done.
can. Yeah, it's like taking nigga back
And be like,
or porch monkey. There you
horse
go.
monkey.
I'm
But
gonna
for
take it
right
back.
now, Tony, fuck you.
It does make it hard to not call him Rosita.
Yeah, he's making it real hard for me to not
I
like.
agree. I live a bitch life.
Well, no one needs proof of that.
The only one that got it wrong was John. He called me Consuelo. I was like, you're gonna call me something, get it right. It's Rosita. And he's like, oh.
Yeah,
I
John's,
caught myself. I was like, God damn
but
it.
John's stupid, so we don't listen to him. We don't
And
listen to people with thinning hair.
He said that on a
In
Facebook.
fact, let's start that over. Fucking John, the cat man with thinning hair. Hashtag
The balding
full
cat.
hair. Hashtag I want long waves.
Alright, but was that it for the comments?
That was it for the comments.
Alright, thank you for listening.
Hashtag why you got more hair in your hands than your head.
There's a
Hashtag
procedure.
go park your house.
There's a procedure where they shaves your ass hairs and puts it on top of your head. You know that? It could be done.
Oh,
You don't want those steak ass hairs. They're probably not existent.
Yo, dog, ever since you got this fucking surgery, you smell like shit.
He starts farting from the top of his head. How's that possible?
You actually see stink lines fucking on top of his
The
head.
doctor fucking put an
He
asshole.
looks like Linus from fucking. Is it Linus the one, that dirty motherfucker?
Yeah, from fucking Peanuts.
You know what?
The
On
fucking
that
rolling
note,
dirt ball.
Thank you for listening to episode 137 of the City Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Tony, and I'm here with
Roman.
and
Your boy Eric.
Hate that boy. But like we say at the end of every episode, bye.
Bye.